show.
Hopefully I'm starting to get something more. Okay, we are live.
Yeah, this is 12 meters. Just I think shot when he's. So okay, so Kyron is coming back in 12. This is slightly downwind, but I'd say the wind has actually dropped further to the point now where the conditions are even better. Very strong at 12. Oh, he fell. Oh, it's a pity. I mean, there is a second round today. It's unfortunate that he didn't make that pass. He started really strong, really locked in behind the boat. The judges have just confirmed a score of 3.5 at 12. Okay, next up we've got the last skier for the elite division, which will be Nick Stegman. So Nick comes from a rather big skiing family, which is the Stegman. So both his parents are also here this weekend helping with the judging. And his brother, as you probably saw, skied in one of the other divisions. Both of them are very accomplished skiers. With Nick, a few years ago, was actually invited to ski at the Movement Masters in Australia, which is quite an honour to be invited to ski there. And they also hail from the Cape here, and they have a private facility at the house where they've actually got 2 slalom courses. So they're able to put in many hours there and actually training.
What was it?
3.5. 3.5. Won't be very happy with that.
He's not happy. But 3 more rounds, right?
Yes.
So Nick is also going to be coming in at 14.25, and interesting to see that everyone is elected to start there.
Well, 42.5 is a good starting speed. It's
I think
even
it also,
if you are very, very good at skiing, it's a good to warm up and feel the water.
I think it also works well for the skiers aiming to run to 11, where that becomes an upwind pass. So it definitely everything works out in their favour.
Oh, YouTube just went down. Someone's just said.
Just tell them to go back to the channel and they will find it. So he looks very comfortable here at 14.
So Nick hasn't been able to train as much as he has been, just because he's been studying at the moment.
Not studying, he's been in Thailand.
Correction, he's been in Thailand for a while, so
Yes,
he's
studying a different kind of studies.
So he's had some time away from skiing.
So we have been told that his best is 2 at 10.75. So it's accomplished skier.
Where are the other skiers?
Yeah, we always seem to have some interruption of the feed at the top end of the dam. So Nick looks like he ran that. Judges just confirmed it's 6 boys at 13, so we're coming back at 12.
And the laptop?
I've got this one,
Yeah.
and I have this one. But
Yes.
obviously you know Lisa.
Yes.
So I've got those two, but I haven't got Lisa. So, but you know Lisa.
Yes. Lisa, I know Robin. I'll make it up.
Was it live?
Sounds good.
If you go, go back to your channel, you can click it.
What happened there?
You have 0 views. You have 0 views.
It's a different ski.
Okay, so Nick is coming back at 12 now. This will be the make or break to make sure he's in the running. Strong start out of 1. Oh, a bit hunched over in 2. Still making up time. Pretty good.
Oops, that's it. I think that
Unfortunately, he just fell coming to 4.
This was 8 minutes ago.
No, sorry, coming out of 4 going to 5. So I'm guessing that's going to be a score of 3.5 at 12.
3 1/4.
Yeah,
Three
so
and a quarter,
judges just
so
confirmed 3 1/4.
the judges thought that he did not close inside because that gives him the quarter rather than the half.
It's unfortunate for Nick. I think he'll be a bit frustrated with that score.
And Nick just closes this group, round 1, and we are getting into the new group, the crossover group. These are the best of the best. These are the top skiers you will ever see. Why? The reason why is they are skiers that are striving to get through the course. They have seen all the other skiers skiing in front of them, and they want to be like them. They want to become stronger and pass the course. So you have the next 4 skiers, and we always give them extra support because they are there still pulling through and learning and gaining on the sport.
So why this is called the crossover division is because the skiers here are going to be skiing
Cross after skiing.
Yeah.
They will be cross after seeing what skiing they will have done previously.
So I don't think people are happy after their ski. But the crossover division is defined as a crossover because they crossover between skiing the half course boys and the full course boys. So the idea there is that many of the skiers are not able to ski the full course, which are the red boys, and they'll be skiing some of the green boys, which are just inside of the red boys. So it makes it a bit more achievable, but at the same time it pushes the skiers to go for the full course boys and then work harder to do so. But we need these skiers to come up through the ranks and to feed through, and we're always grateful to have them here.
So we have Robin Alexander being the first skier of the crossover group, and she's been preparing to start over. We don't know the starting speed, but as can well understand, she is part of the Alexander family, and she is sort of, here we are.
Yeah, so all the crossover skiers are typically going to be skiing at 18 to 5 to start with, and they'll elect to start their speed. So this is, I believe, is going to run on a point system where it'll be 2 boys for a half course boy. Sorry, 2 points for a half course boy, and 3 points for a full course boy.
It's on the same link. New stream on the same link or different link?
That same channel, I don't know if it's the same. So if they just go to the channel, if they go to the actual YouTube channel.
So Robin is off. We don't know the speed, but let's see
Set up a new stream.
what she does.
Actually, they're still trying to sort things out on the dock.
You'll find it where?
Find it under the line, on live.
Right.
Okay, so I suspect what they might be doing here is they may be changing boats. They've left Robin on the dock as we're going to move from the current Ski Nautique to the Ski Nautique 200.
Giving the boat a rest. Can you hold on your own? It's easy to make it full.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so there'll be a slight delay while we wait for the boats to switch around as they bring the Ski Nautique into the dock and they switch over to the 200.
Oh, okay. Okay, great.
Ναι, ποιος είναι ο Τζόρτζης εδώ? Μια χαρά, πολύ καλά. Είδε το παπάκι εκεί πέρα, έχει έρθει. Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ. Ευχαριστώ. Να είσαι καλά.
Yeah, we're also going to switch drivers at this point. I think he's waiting for Boogie, who's the driver of the second boat.
Παπάκι, γεια σου Τζόρτζης. Μια χαρά, ευχαριστώ πολύ καλά. Παπάκι, είμαι εδώ με τον κύριο Τρανό και εξαιρετισμούς και συζητάμε για το θέμα της επιστροφής μας για να δούμε να κάνουμε check-in και να είμαστε στις σωστές θέσεις. Κυρίως εκείνος που του άρεσε πολύ και δεν είναι στην κόμμα. Αν μπορεί να έχει τις ίδιες θέσεις στην επιστροφή, θα είναι ό,τι καλύτερο για αυτές. Ένα λεπτό, σε βάλω στο μεγάφωνο για να ακούει εκείνος, για να μην τα επαναλαμβάνω. Για λέγε παπάκι.
Αυτό είναι πάλι έξω στη λίμνη, δεν είναι? Οκ. Σούπερ. Τέλεια.
Δεν χρειάζεται να κάνουμε τίποτα άλλο, απλά να ειδοποιήσουμε ότι θα ταξιδέψουμε, δεν είναι έτσι? Τι ώρα είναι η Κατάρ? 9 και 10. Ωραία. Μάλιστα. Για πες μου. Ναι, ίδια. Δεν μπορεί να το κάνουμε. Δεν χρειάζεται. Οκ, εντάξει.
Yeah, there seems to be some discussion on the dock for the drivers, so we're having some delay at the moment. In the meantime, the conditions actually seem to have improved further and further, where we had a bit of chopping earlier, very minor, but now the water is dropping to be almost like glass with a slight ripple on. You can probably see it behind me. So I think the crossover skiers are going to have a really great set of conditions to work with.
Είναι σχεδόν όλες τις τρεις. Άστο κάτω. Όλες είναι μια ώρα. Άστο κάτω. Κατάλαβα. Κατάλαβα. Πολύ ωραία. Τι γίνεται από πάλι κατά τα άλλα, όλα καλά?
Okay, so the second boat's moving out from the dock right now, so we should get underway soon enough.
So we've not filming a crossover course for this round, but everybody will be filming the next round. So our next boat footage will be of the leads. Pardon?
Stick your name at the
What you
top
could actually do is even
and then
put the
fill in the
camera
rest. That's
that
great.
way.
Thank you.
Because the tiles are yellow, just so people see all that to me.
Yeah.
If the power goes off, so it's only that cable that I need to connect, nothing else from here.
Okay.
No, that cable's already connected. This one?
Yes,
The one through the gym.
remember, the power gonna go off, so I just wanna make sure where it fits.
He's doing the commentator now.
No, what I'm
Is the
saying
Vic going to do
No, definitely not.
These are not being
done into this.
Mark Howells asked me anytime just for you to write.
This one is so that it's
My time is
that's the rock cable at his house. That needs to be done.
yeah. I still want to be in the right.
So I don't need to bring anything. When the power goes off, when you run that, you can ask me for that.
But you don't have to worry about us yet.
That's what I wanted to find out.
I hope I didn't step on too many toes with the Robbie. No, with Robbie. He said you got thrashed by a guilty. You saw my reply. Didn't see that. He said being asking Mariana, and he's you, saying that you and you got thrashed by a guilty.
Yeah, when did you come back?
Yeah. So
And dropped him. Mariana said I've got it on video.
yeah, Mariana said I've got it on video, but Mariana, is it true that Stu got badly beaten by Angeliki in a head-to-head? So I said, you cannot say badly beaten, but it's like a Mercedes
Yes.
hitting the express train.
I was going to go back to that. Going to go back. Which am I, the Mercedes or the express train?
Oh, you're the Mercedes.
I'm the express train. Yeah. Oh, bless you.
We will laugh.
But what happened with your first set?
What I did, I was too fast. I was too fast. I gave too much, and I had no support. So I just That's Robin. The inside work, so you're doing both. Getting boys.
Right, I'm going to wander up the other end.
Okay.
Find Karen.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Is this your first name?
No, this is my first name. This is my surname. Should I
Okay.
switch them?
No, that's good. That's good. Just so I know. Super. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay, so in the middle, that's not bad then. Are you enjoying it? You gonna ski again now?
There's the order.
Just now.
Just check. But
Yeah, I just checked. I want to watch you.
Same order. Not that one. We just flick it open.
There's no mics on, is there, at the moment?
That's fine. We just want it on for ambient noise, just because otherwise the stream's just completely dead. So it's we've.
We're trying to find a place to swim on the map. Have you watched Trailer Park Boys? I know what it is. I haven't watched the series. You know, it's Jordan Peterson's favorite show. Oh, really?
Nicholas, you must stick around. I think they're starting with your group first.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I'll just
So how was Tyler? Good. First trip there.
I went there when I was younger.
Yeah. Very different time.
Yeah.
I will go first. We'll start with my agent, right?
Richard, straight after you ski,
On the water they are doing a crossover, and this is
He's gonna give me a block now.
you've got to go to the tower after.
We'll just go down that show, I guess. We all have that.
What's the back of my speaker, George?
You ever watch you ski?
got a judge or a radio in the boat. I can't see that, yeah. Sorry, Rob, I can't see from here. He's in the boat. So are we scoring these gears or are they just gears? No, we're not scoring.
You're not putting it back in as a score.
This is like mini course, crossover, and participation. No, it's just for fun.
Tell the skiers that we are.
Maybe they can just write down the final score also with
No, Chris didn't ski, then he skied tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Good 11, huh? What do you say?
Except the fight. This is the time.
Winnie.
That's the old one. They start in September. The French school stops in July.
I can't do it because they're doing it as a format.
That's where she did the primary school.
But what you can do a draw so that you can see if it works in the division. I can do that, but it's not really for the comp. I mean, just to have a look.
No, I hear good things. The neighbors.
Το μανάρι είναι. Έλα η γόλφα.
I looked under law for classifications and
Έλα και κάτι που θα έχουμε γόλφο.
I'll have a look at it.
Για παρά το μανάρι.
Δεν είναι άδικος κόμπος στο τέτοιο μας. Αυτό το δέντιο, ο άντρας της διδάσκει ο Του τα λέει, ναι. Μόνο με το Φίλιππο.
Είναι πάλι πρώτο το Μεσογείο. Και μετά είμαστε εσείς και μετά
Θα είμαστε εμείς. Κάνε σκι εκεί πέρα, πες στο νερός, λέει ότι παίρνουν πόνος και γελάμε Κράση. Στα από μέσα.
So you just basically bring it on a trailer, thread them and drop them in.
Έχετε το μανάρι. Έχετε το μανάρι. Έτσι. Έλα, καλά τα πάει. Έλα ρε, μπράβο. Έλα. Ω, το μανάρι σκίζει.
Τι ήταν αυτό?
Αυτό ήταν το δεύτερο μασάζ.
Με τι ξεκινάει?
Αν είναι 40, αν ξεκίνησε 40, αυτό ήταν 43.
Άρα τώρα πάει 46.
Πάει 46.
Θα σου μειώ μετάλλιο.
Έκανε και 49 και τρόμαξε. Δεν το είχε ξανακάνει ποτέ. Αλλά της είπα να σφίξει τα δόντια και να το κάνει.
Θεωρώς τρόμαξε.
Δεν το βρήκα στο τυράκο για να το δω.
Ποιο? Δεν το έχει μέσα.
Φτάνει μέχρι το Elite, δεν ξέρω.
Τους έχουν αλλάξει σίγουροι.
Θα το πάνω σίγουρα αμέσως μου στείλε βεβαίως. Ο Γιώργος.
Τι έκανε?
Πριν βγω, νομίζω, πριν αφήσω τη λαβή, είχε στείλει μήνυμα.
Ναι, είχε γράψει τις παρατηρήσεις.
Μου φαίνεται στην αθλητή μου τράβηξε πολύ για ένα. Για δύο. Δεν έχει σκηνή μετά.
Ο Γιωργάκης ο Φεβές θα έρθει πάρα πολύ καλά. Γεια σου
Στέφανος ακόμα περισσότερο γιατί το χαιρόταν και η ξένια. Έχει ψυχολογικά.
Είχε ταξίδια να κάνει. Δεν έβγαινε. Ο γιος του έφυγε για Stellenbosch. Για ταξίδι με
Για Stellenbosch.
Για Stellenbosch. Ξεκινάνε από Stellenbosch να κάνουν για σαφάρι και για αυτό, για ταξίδι με
Georgie, this is your wife. You should be doing a dance.
No, I'll be doing a dance if she...
Έλα το μανάρι! Μπράβο!
Έλα ρε μανάρι!
Έλα ρε μανάρι! Έλα, πάει για 49!
When she comes out, you tell her.
Μην μαζί.
You know how it goes, eh? Come on.
You want to get lucky tonight?
So at least one member of the couple must do well.
Θα σου κάνει έμφυα.
Βγάζετε το 49, βγάζετε το 49. Τώρα πήγε 49 το κορίτσι.
Ξέρω αν έχετε ταχύτητα η κάμερα.
Θες έπαιρνε λουλούδια, θα μας δείξεις.
Πόσο λίγα.
Θα βάλει το σωτήρι να φυτέψει.
I couldn't. I left mine in my grandmother's car, so I need a new one.
Waiting for you. Πάλι θες. Θυμάμαι στην άκρη σε βάλει να φυτέψει παντέλες μόνο. Λουλούδια θες.
We were making it up on the first round between George and I, because you met, is it this guy?
He's quite cool.
Yeah, he said, he's a really good swimmer. I said, no. Yeah, I filmed you, by the way, I don't know if you want to see it.
No, that was shit.
Your 13 was sweet.
Yeah, but I mean, I just felt weird. I mean, I almost missed my gates in my first one. Did you see that?
No, I didn't, because it was too far away, but just, you know, from what it looked like, it looked really smooth.
Yeah, the 13 wasn't too bad. But yeah, there's 4 rounds, so...
Yeah, exactly. So you've been staying with your grandma?
Yeah, it's been terrible. Well, she's okay, but my grandfather's got dementia. It's terrible.
It's not that it's hard work.
No. Yeah. It just went in, but it should be alright.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I know, honey.
Ξεκινάει αριάβρι. Αυτά είναι βρόσιμα, τα τρώνε. Και ξεκινάει και τρώει. Από τα 5 έχει πάει τα 4. Στο τέταρτο λοιπόν που το έχει φάει, έρχεται τον καρσόνι και κάνει «Συγγνώμη του λέει είναι σκρόμιο, αυτά τρώγονται στο τέταρτο».
That's a nice accomplishment.
Being able to be...
Στο σωτήρι του φυτέψει πανσέδες στο τρεπάρι και θα ξυπνάμε το πρωί και θα έχουμε λουδάκια.
Έχεις το τηλέφωνο μου σωστά.
Stick it down, it's good commentary. I did tell them that, so I wasn't sure. But I thought you were. I just FaceTime George and he's on an elephant.
Don't step over the top. Don't do that.
He said, I'll call you back if I wanted to. How do the boys do? And I'm like, then we just die. Are you going to record this? He's going to call
I
back.
will record the next one.
They're not the crossover.
The crossover will get recorded after it's around to everybody. You can see this is currently.
He's like the best African skier ever. He's a Namibian. He's slalom wrestled 11. His tricks is 5,500. His jump is 57. Yeah. And for African skiing, that's pretty good.
Come in!
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. You're seventh.
Όχι, λέω φανεί η άδεια μαγαζική που πάει head to head.
Great. Perfect. Thank
Short
you.
and sweet.
Yeah, that's good. You're amazing. Number 7. So they let. How far is your grandma from here?
With traffic, over an hour. Without traffic, like not even 45 minutes.
Okay.
So, yeah. I left quite early this morning, and I got to the ATM to withdraw my comp fees, and the ATM was down, so I had to go into town, and I sat for hours.
I bet.
And I was so frustrated. I went past 4 accidents. I was just like, oh, if I miss my...
Yeah, no. That would be crap, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You did your paddy?
Yes, loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah, good.
It was good fun. I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as what I did.
Good.
But I really enjoyed it.
And you need to still let me know how much I owe you.
Yes,
So, and
I
when you
will.
want it transferred.
I will.
I didn't know if you wanted it to your Revolut.
Into my Monzo.
Okay.
But yeah.
So
I will.
you can work that out, but you need to let me know so I can do that. So I can do that from here.
Okay. Cool. That sounds good. But yeah, honestly, it was so much fun. Like.
So you did it in
Simonstown.
Oh, we were there yesterday.
Yeah.
So they had the dive school right next to the dive centre next to this train station. Wasn't that one?
No. If you're driving into Simonstown, the Navy base on your left.
Yes.
Yeah, opposite that.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So this guy, he doesn't do big groups. Where the other dive schools, they do big groups and they don't teach it properly. They just try to make money. Where he said to me, like, he's not about the money.
So how many people in your group then?
Me. One-on-one. The whole thing was one-on-one.
So that worked for George because I mean, in terms of his learning style, how he processes.
Yeah.
Right. He said there was 2 of them, so it felt like it was pretty much.
Yeah. He was really good. We even had to take our gear all 5 meters down and put it back on. So, yeah, it was good.
Cool.
It was good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So 4 days or how many days is it?
3, yeah. Yeah, they allow for 4, but he says most of his students finish.
Yeah. And especially if you had the one.
That's such good coaching, yeah. Really good.
Cool.
So, yeah. Anyways, I better go warm up.
Yeah. All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's 8.
And I got my permanent resident. Does that change? Last week Friday. Does that change? Because I'm a resident. Yeah. No, not to the skiers. Being able to present essay or whatever. I don't have a passport, I have a permanent residence. Not that I plan. Not that. He has a permanent residence. Because I will have a South African ID, not a passport. It's just that I need. It's just that I need to go to Sweden and get my ID. Can you imagine? Give me a paper. That was it with them. And I don't even know. So they gave me my permanent residence. How do I get my ID? You need to ask the home. You give me work for visa. You give me my permanent residence. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's in Sweden. Which paper do I need to fill? Is that code? I got the paper. It's supporting Waterskiing. What do you have? And then can she try it? And you not? I think she can do a lot.
Should probably be a large.
She'll need anything?
She's good from them, thank you.
The same as mine. Cameron, pages on the grid. Do you have any topical might be in the grid? That's the video text. And when you hold up the push the button. It's a video.
So we're starting again on which category?
GPS, the boat rides itself. The only thing that's the same is the skier. Ropes.
Oh yeah. Look,
No, is this not being recorded?
This currently. No.
Oh no, this is somebody. This is still on
Right, so the camera you can still see is actually
Right.
so I've just got this camera on.
Surface. No, on the way in the end. The whole turn is in it. Hit the weight. My head round that. So if you can do it, yeah, let's go for it. We were just trying to get anywhere with that. You can bring it to work. Because then I will hopefully I come on Sunday. If not, I'll make plans. I can shop.
I tried it earlier.
What's stopping?
What do you want to
I just want to do a second of draw by division.
Okay, I'm just my wife. I'll take them with and then
Yeah, no, sorry, yeah.
Okay, thanks.
see, I went to dinner.
2 times in a row for my clients. Each time late. Because I've been once or twice. No, that's nice. End of the month.
So if you go from seeding, then you have to put the seeds in. But you should be able to do a reverse order of the draw per division.
And they're all about 3,000?
So if you choose the division, I think you have to choose all spears. So normally down here, down here, you can choose by division or by.
Do you work with camera from shops? Is that your main lessons or
Anything I can say
and in Wellington, can you just go and pay with your boat? So you have a boat, but you can also come with your own boat? No? But Wellington is after?
I'll have to look at it.
But you definitely do it. You pick your draws and results by divisions, and then your categories disappear. But you can't do a team score now either.
Yeah, I did put teams in, but normally we skip that. But when I started ticking every person to be a team member, it just kept saying invalid score, invalid score.
But did you put them in the team? Did you put them in a team? In a league or a club? Did you put them into that team?
Yeah. They were all in South Africa and then West
Yeah, but that's different. Okay.
Yeah. We don't really have a club. So I've got these notes here. I don't know how you do this.
It's very easy. You take the list, so you go into the skiers. So you have a look at the, if you want to see the skiers because they're alphabetical, because they're taller or shorter, whatever the receiving thing is, then next to each skier's name you write, you're going to take and seed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then in here. Yes, yes. And then you put your skier 12. Then, so this person for round 2 will be C3, because on this list you decided alphabetically he's C3. I know 2.5. Or it's score is 3. I'm saying you're going to maybe see if this was the top skier, for example. Their best performance would be English. Loaded from English. Everyone's got a performance there if they are in so if that is the top score, then he's seed 1.
So that's his base score and your base score there.
Yeah. Because we only ever did 2 proper competitions in team individuals properly.
Ariadne, πες τους να φυτέψουν παξέδες. Πες τους να φυτέψουν λουδάκια.
Yeah, I mean, that one worked pretty well.
Αλλά κάνουμε έτσι, πώς πήρες 49.
So then you actually write down
No, on this list, you decide. For what is the criteria? So you can do a random draw, a hand draw, and you decide he's going to be seated 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not on performance, it could be on first. So you see, you decide, or the judges decide what is the seating criteria, and then you put 1 to 7 next, and then you see them. And then when you do the draw, if you use that seed for that round. For the next round, you can see the completely different. So you can have it, but that's how you do a manual draw. You use the seed. Okay. But then you have to pick teams for them to get to the team sport for the country. But then for a team as well. The team, yeah. What do you do there? You've got a name. No, but you've got a name. You've got to say, put an alphabetical thing in there.
Yeah, so normally,
Yeah. So you've got to type something in there. So if you want ladies team 1, all the ladies and over 15 or blonde ladies, you can put LB. LB, that's in the team. And all the blonde ladies, you put in that team. And then this picks up that sphere is in, so you'll get a total of that team. Whatever the number you'll find. So it's quite simple, but you have to look through and do everything.
Okay, Albert, are you ready?
That's all.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
But the team, you don't have to put team when you talk about leads and such, because you said I want the best 3
Gabriel?
to count.
Yeah. Like the best.
Whether it is, and then you can press your results. The country, if it's the team, or the team will bring you coffee.
That I'm not sure I'm good at. I can try. I can find something.
Don't worry about it, because
the problem is like
I'm sure Simon is good at
I was just
Is it the one that we saw? Does he have long? Okay.
Κυράκο,
there's no reason why they would have changed it.
δεν ξανά οι Bucks με τους
So
Lakers.
can I take round 2?
I sent this sheets out to
They're sitting in the right spot.
Ξέρω το rebound τα λοιπά,
Hello,
αλλά
David.
ξέρεις το LA.
Okay, where's Howard? Let's go.
Are they in the right spot?
Yeah, in the right. 100% in the right. The Congo needs
Ναι.
Have you got
Ρε πλάκες.
Ross, have you got a judges?
Ωραίες. Μπράβο, να σας πω. Θα μου τις στείλω. Με το κινητό είναι. Άρα με το κινητό. Αν μην το μιλήσω. Θα μου τις στείλεις.
Not all.
Παιδιά, σου
Most of South Africans play. I mean, this was for a session. Left back.
Εμένα με έχει κερδίσει πάντως.
The old one, not the new one.
Καλέ.
Into the down there.
Το γεμίσεις στα γράφη στο βίντεο και θα είναι μεγαλύτερο.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Πρόσεξε να δεις. Τώρα η αλήθεια είναι ότι κάθε χρόνο με τη Ρόμπιν είναι το μικρό. Γιατί η Ρόμπιν δεν πήρε την δεύτερη. Θα πάρεις μέρες και θα πάρεις πιο πολλά πόντς. Μα είπαν και τα παιδιά, άμα δεν θέλεις να την κάνεις πιο πόντς. Ναι, αλλά κλέβω έτσι. Άμα δεν κάνω πόντς, κλέβω. Πώς δεν κλέβω.
So then it's reversed, it's not the one that it's not the one that roasted out last time.
Θα προσπαθήσω.
I just put it on the Vineyard gluten.
You put round one.
Χωρίς πόντς. Okay. Ναι. Θα προσπαθήσω να πάρω τις μετάλλες. Ναι, στον επόμενο γύρο. Δεν θα χάνω τίποτα, έχουμε τους 4 γύρους. Και άμα δω ότι δεν, εκεί, στο μικρό εγώ. Εντάξει, ο πρώτος γύρος θα πάει.
Okay, cool. Yeah, all good. Yeah, the camera shits will be running. I'll get somebody to come and talk. I'll find someone.
Αυτό που θέλω να ξέρουμε είναι ότι εάν κάνω την setup αλλά χάσω τις πόρτες μπορώ να συνεχίσω. Αυτό θέλω να ρωτήσω.
Άμα σας είπαμε ότι χρειάζεται να πάρεις.
Θέλατε, μου είπε ότι δεν χρειάζεται να πάρω πόρτες. Οκ, να ρωτήσω. Ναι, γιατί άμα δεν πάρω πόρτες, εντάξει, θα κάνω setup και δεν θα πάρω πόρτες. Καλά. Να σου πω, νομίζω ότι αν δεν πάρεις πόρτες, συνεχίζεις μεν, δεν πρέπει να γράφεται μάλλον στο EMS, αλλά παίρνεις τους points σου. Νομίζω έτσι είναι. Νομίζω έτσι είναι. Thank you.
I've got something on 12, 3 and a quarter. Jason is 1, 2, 3, 4 skier, 2, 4, 6, 8 skiers and then Jason.
They started? They're just about to start.
Okay, well then he'll just have to go at the end of his group.
Okay. Look, you're on the microphone.
That's fine, we'll just start tomorrow. That's fine. They're doing it reverse divisions now.
You could do a bit of
Hey, look good.
Are you commentating?
So the audio is still on, just so you know.
Okay.
It's still on.
If you need it.
Just in case you're wondering.
Okay.
Where's Luke? Where's Luke?
Just be natural, you're fine.
Oh.
No, she's already practiced. She did this
Exactly,
last
I
year.
heard you earlier with
Professional.
Yeah. So look, you've got yeah, you should have them all there. Okay, they're up in order. So we're going with elite first. Is that right?
Have you got the bios in front of you?
They're all here.
It's for YouTube, huh?
Yeah.
Or is it just for here?
That's
YouTube. It's currently out live.
YouTube. Okay, can you take your seat? Sure. Can you welcome everybody? Nat, will you make sure that they're on target?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Slap them around if you need to. Georgie?
Yes.
But you here too?
Can
I'm
I
here
use-
too. I'm
Okay.
I'll pull in
I'll
Georgie.
be in my seat shortly.
Can I use this microphone?
Yes, it's currently live. And just so you know, for what we're looking at here, the one on the right side of the screen is what goes out live. So that's what we're currently showing. And then, for example, when I'm prepping to go to the next one, this is the one I'm going to be swapping to live after. But this is the one you can focus on.
Yes, you have that.
So that's the one that's on screen.
Yes. And then after some of the runs, then I'll swap over and do a replay of the last run.
You want?
So here's the bios of everything, and these are their
And
scores.
so what do you do and what do I do?
Well, we kind of just say hello and then and then this is for at 12 their last score that they got.
I put the scores in as well, yeah. I'm going to nip upstairs because I'm going to video my husband, right? And I get very nervous, so I sit down here again.
Sure.
Is it live now or not? Is the microphone open?
Testing, testing one.
Hello Bella.
Hello Luke.
Hello everybody. You have the great presenters team today. Bella assisted by Luke. Bella, pure South African.
And
Luke, half South African. Luke finally got his permanent residence, which has nothing to do with water skiing. But anyway, we're here at beautiful
Vineyard Lake, back for round 2. And first this round we're starting first with the elite division, and first on the water is Stuart Scott-Ellie.
And we have beautiful conditions, as you can see on the lake. Very warm day and no wind, so should be perfect. And so we have Stuart that's gonna go, and Stuart at 4 buoys at 12 meters, so he needs to beat that.
Do you think he will beat it?
I'm pretty sure he will beat the 4. I'm not sure he will clear, but we say when you have 4 you can clear 6. So Scotty, go and clear 6. Who's leading for the moment, Bella?
I am not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it might be Robbie.
Robbie and I think Sotiris, because Robbie's got a better score, but Sotiris is in another category. So I think point-wise, Sotiris is leading. But
last round, Robbie got 2 on 10-7. So
whoa, well done. So Robbie cleared 11.
yeah,
Only one today.
only one to.
Only
The-
one today so far.
Yeah, so far. So far.
So is Stuart starting at 14, I suppose?
I assume yes.
Bella, what do we know about Stuart?
Well, Stuart started skiing when he was about 16, and his best in a competition is 5 at 11. So, do you think we have a PB today? Maybe.
I think so. I think he will clear 11, and so he can compete with Robbie.
I think so too.
Let's go, Stuart.
The second best score today was Soteris, and then the third best score was Richard.
Okay. But if we look at the rankings, which are received for the moment, let's see. I won't tell you my score, but Sotiris is leading, followed by.
I gave it to Andrew.
Was another Luke that was called here. So Sotiris is leading, followed by Robbie, followed by Richard Levy.
Yeah.
So that's what we have for the moment, point-wise. As I told you, for the ones that don't know much, different age categories have different points for the same results.
Yeah.
So Sotiris got 3 at 11 meters.
I'm quite excited though to see, because it's the second round. You know, the first round there's some nerves. You gotta shake him off for a while, and then second round's usually when scores start coming through.
Bella, how did you ski in the first round?
Ooh, I skied pretty well for myself for my first full course tournament.
So you're happy?
I'm very happy.
What was the result?
I think maybe 2 at 46.
Well done.
Thank you. And you?
Not great. I did 3 at 16.
Oh, but that's still very good.
We'll clear 16 now and get back into 14, hopefully. But we'll do what it takes.
And Stuart says here his other hobbies that he does is tennis and snow skiing. But I heard paddleball is a little bit more trending now than
Yeah.
tennis.
They change a lot of tennis courts into paddleboard. In Europe, it's big, but even in South Africa, it's fun. I only played one, but I loved it.
And snow skiing? You snow skied?
I snow skied a couple of times. My wife wants us still to go snow skiing, but snow skiing from Cape Town is far.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
when I tell people I ski, they always say, snow ski? I'm like, yeah, because there's so much snow here.
I'm gonna take my wife to Lesotho. We can snow ski in Lesotho.
Yeah. But if I were him, I'd probably rather stick to water skiing. Seems like a lot more fun.
In Europe, a lot of people go like every year to snow skiing. My wife used to do that before she met me and before we moved to South Africa.
Yeah.
Is steward ready? No, the boat is going.
Still just warming up the boat.
They're dropping the judges off. So for the people that don't know what is ski competition, we have 6 judges, I think.
I think so. There's 3 over there.
5 judges and 1 scorer.
5 score, and the scorer is Debbie. Yeah. Debbie, are you skiing today?
Next time. Next time.
I'm not skiing ever again in my life.
Why not?
I broke my foot badly skiing.
I remember.
Unlimited career.
But Stuart has some nice titles here that he's accomplishments that he's made. He was British champ last year. He was British champ, and he has lots of titles, numerous ones.
In water skiing?
Yeah, water skiing. Now you can see Stuart's just putting on his ski he's got his rope, he's jumping in the water. And he's going 55 at 14 meters.
You think he'll clear?
Yeah, it's 14. The score he got was 4 on top, so I'm sure 14's pretty easy.
What's his PB?
5 at 11. Here we go, Stuart coming down. There we go, buoy number 1, 2, looking so good.
Solid.
And he has cleared 14 meters at 55.
That's round 2. Is this not pro or 2?
No, this is elite.
So the elite spot.
For those of you who don't know, elite is the people, the skiers that start at 14 and change down.
A little wind came up, so
A little bit of a gust.
So he's gonna have a little bit of headwind for his 13, so it should be good.
He's either on the boat or
Brett's on the opposite side.
On the opposite side, okay.
We have some skiers on our YouTube channel. Hello, Robin. He just messaged you. Nice to hear from you. We miss you here, Robin. You need to come and ski at Vineyard.
So now at 13 it starts getting a little bit tough.
You think
but
he'll run this one?
I think Stuart will be fine. It's 1. It's 2.
He's got 2.
Here's 4. And 5. Easy pass for Stuart. Looking fantastic. Looks like any other day for him.
So we have people from Australia listening to us also. Hello, Don. And Don sent me messages about the scoring. It's okay, Don. I don't understand anything. But it's okay. Everybody's doing well. Robbie's leading or Sotiris. All good.
Robbie's leading though with a very great score.
What is the score?
2 at 10.7. And Sotiris is 3 at 11.
You think Sotiris will catch up?
Yeah, you never know. Things can happen. Here's Stuart coming now for his 12 meter.
Come on, Stuart.
Let's see if he can beat 4 from last round.
No backwash. All looks good.
His PB's 5, right?
At 11.
What's this now?
12. There's
Looks
one.
like a good one.
Good
Come on,
2.
go. Oh.
Oh.
What is that? 2.5 probably?
We'll hear now from
No,
the,
1.5 probably.
We'll hear now from the judges.
1.5.
1. They're confirmed 1.5 at 12 meters, 55.
1.5.
So
Didn't equal his score last round, but
What happened there? That's a good one. The ski looks like it came out of the water.
from underneath him.
Won't be happy with that.
I hear from somebody that knows him really well that he won't be happy. Well done, Stuart. Who's next?
Coming now is Gabor. He flew all the way from Hungary to come ski here.
What was his score?
His score last round was 5 at 12, but his personal best score, I cannot read that.
1 at 55 at 10.25. So he had one buoy at 10.25.
It is very impressive.
where is he on the leaderboard at the moment?
I'm not sure.
Let's look at Gabor, Hungary. So we even have British people, Hungarian people,
But you know, almost all
Greek,
this
Belgians.
Namibia.
And of course South Africans.
Yeah.
Do we have any?
We're the
Yeah,
best.
they are South African.
But you know, almost all the skiers wrote for the Waterskiing hero when they were growing up was Andy Mappel. He was one of the best of all time.
Except the Europeans, they all look up to Patrice Martin, who was also one of the best of all times. He's still president of the French Federation. He's been world champ for 20 years. Andy Mappel was mainly slalom, but Patrice Martin was skiing the 3 divisions. He was
Yeah.
doing tricks and jumps also, so he was overall champion.
Yeah. So here Gabor is going to start 14.
Gabor is 5th for the moment in the ranking list.
What's his personal best?
1 at 10.25. That's quite a personal best though to get. And that was in a competition.
So here we have Stuart getting out of the water. Be careful, Stuart. There's some rocks there, but he's got help from, I suppose, his wife, or maybe a groupie. We don't know.
Here comes Gabor.
What's his rope length?
14. All the elites start on 14.
Come on, Gabor.
I think this is, for all elites, I think 14's.
That's warm up for them, huh?
Yeah. But I mean, anything can happen.
Oh, come on, pull hard.
Looks
He's
good.
got it.
He's clearing it. We have a little lag, so we knew before you that he cleared it. Well done. 13 now.
16.95.
Maybe we can call Stuart to have his impressions. Fresh from the
Maybe.
water.
Maybe.
Stuart, can you give your impressions on YouTube? We want to interview live.
Gabriel, do I just flick the switch up here?
You have to turn on the bottom, the white button.
Oh.
Come into the camera. Stuart, you can talk here otherwise.
And then do I just unmute it?
What happened?
He'll actually have to talk.
Here is...
I think round 2, the confidence comes in. I didn't get the score I wanted in round 1, so you kind of work too hard, and it was okay. I tried to fight it. I pulled way too long to 1, big hook and a wheelie at 1, and then it's all over at 2.
Ay, ay, ay.
So I need to settle down, but it's hard to do it in a competition.
Yeah.
If somebody took the competition word out and you were out doing a practice set, you'd go again. You'd probably sort it out.
Nerves definitely have a big effect on everything.
Say again, yeah.
Let's look at the 13 meters of
Yeah.
Gabor, but well done, Stuart,
Thank you.
and thank you for the interview,
Thank
live, out of the water. That looks good for Gabor, our Hungarian skier. Looks strong through the wakes.
Yeah. And clearing 13. So now here comes 12.
So he was at 5 buoys before.
Yep.
So I think he should clear it now,
Yeah.
and then probably gaining some places in the ranking.
You think he'll run the next one?
12 now.
How many passes has he done?
That
Two.
was 2 passes.
So last time he was 5 buoys at
12.
12.
And his rope length now is 12.
12.
So if he beats this now, he's got a new rank.
He gets...
Yeah.
No, he got a PB at 1 at 10 to
Oh.
5. Some wind came up, so he's gonna have a little tailwind. Little slack on 1. Whoa! The shoulder in the water, but he does that all the time. Come on.
Ah, Gabor.
3
We will hear confirmation from judges.
I think it might be because of the little headwind.
3 and 3.
There was 3 at 12 meters.
That was only on 12.
I mean 12 meters, sorry.
3 and 3 at 12 meters. Who's skiing next?
Now we're going back to fetch Richard Levy.
He did really good in the first round.
Richard got 2 at 11 in the first round.
Was he in the lead for a while?
Probably, because he's got the...
Yeah, Richard is in the lead.
Right now, or?
No, Robbie's in the lead now.
Yeah.
In the lead. Sorry, in elite skiers. That's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, excuse my French, but that means something else in English. Huh? That's when you swear.
Yes.
I don't know why you have this expression. We don't swear in French. What do you think, Bella? You think French people swear? That's why
No.
they say, excuse my French?
No, I don't know. Yeah, you can see Robbie standing on the dock.
Robbie coaches and encourages
Richard.
Emotional support.
So in Waterski, it's a small world and everybody supports everybody. So there's of course internal competition, but we cheer for each other and we're happy when
All
people
good
ski
sports.
good.
All good sports.
Skiing's just a big happy family.
It is. Okay, here comes Richard from Johannesburg. Richard does most of the competitions in Vineyard and he's always in the top. Go Richard.
For 1, 2. But 14 is always a warm up for these elite skiers.
1, they ran it.
So Richard's best in a competition, his personal best ever, was 2 at 10.75. And today he only made 2 at 11. And Richard says one of his other hobbies that he does is martial arts.
Ooh, you need to be careful with Richard.
Which one is it?
Just says martial arts.
Maybe he does more than one. So you can pick your poison.
So we're waiting for Richard. They have about, what is it, 30 seconds? Rest time?
I think so.
Oh, is it time for trying to get out of the water?
Backwash.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, usually they even have a bib in the boat.
Here's Richard coming for 13 meters.
Oh, and it pulls through.
Good and strong in the wake.
Did he run
And that looks easy for Richard. Well done, Richard.
What's his rope length now?
So he's gonna come back at 12.
And his best in the previous round?
2 at 11.
What did he do?
2 at 11.
My colleague Bella's got it all.
He did 2 at 11 in the last
In the
round.
shadows, you can't see me.
They can hear you, Luke. Luke and Luke.
Hmm.
We have two Luke ski walkers.
Richard said his best advice for anyone skiing is just ski and have fun. And I think that's the best advice.
That is, huh? You shouldn't be stressed when being in competition. It should be the same. But most of the skiers perform one level below their personal best. Except Richard, that's really strong.
Coming back to 12.
Come on, Richard. Run this one.
There's 2. Looking
Looks
good.
good.
Good recovery. Oh no.
Two and 3. One back. So he's got 2 and 3 on 12.
Richard finishing his second round with 3 and 3 on 12.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I get you?
Yeah, that's good. How many elite skis have we still got left?
We've still got a few left. So Terry's, Robbie, Simon, Kyron, and Nick Stegman.
And then after that, will it be the pro or the tournament division?
Pro.
We have Ben with us. Ben, are you the youngest skier of the competition?
I think so.
How old are you, Ben?
8.
8?
Yes.
And you have done competitions before this one?
Yes.
Oh, so you're a real pro. And now Luke thinks he needs to come also. Did we?
My little brother.
Hello, Luke and Ben. So this is the future of water ski in South Africa. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Are you enjoying water skiing, Ben?
Yes.
What was your score today?
He did
62.
Did very well for the points.
62 points.
Yeah.
Did you beat Bella?
I have no idea. He probably equaled me.
Well done, Ben.
Yeah, because in the division of crossover, we have made it that for those who haven't fully completed the full course yet, they can ski in between the half and full course. And so half course boy is 2 points, full course boy is 3 points, and then a point for the gates, and then a point for short running.
And so, do they have to make both gates, or will they still get their points if they don't make both gates?
They don't have to make both gates, but they do score extra points if they make both gates.
So we have Sotiris from Greece. He's got a very famous water ski school in Greece. Apparently all the top guys go and
Passage.
train with him. How is it called? Poros or?
Poros, yeah.
Poros.
Rapani ski school.
So Rapani ski school at Poros.
It's called Passage.
But he's also a very good skier and a very kind person.
He's just behind Robbie, isn't he?
I think so. He's behind Robbie in scores. But I don't want to say too much. Otherwise, some people are going to say, look, it's too complicated. But since he skis in another category, apparently, what the list that Debbie gave me, Sotiris is in the lead now. Is it correct, Debbie? Is Sotiris in the lead now because of age group difference? So Sotiris in the elite, he's leading for the moment. And he ran 14 easily.
Sotiris and Robbie are hit here.
We'll see. Probably though for Sunday.
Unless it's Bella against me in the head-to-head.
Unfortunately, if I make the head-to-head, my dad said he'll drug test me, so I don't think I'll be making Sunday.
Will your mom be skiing?
No, she's not skiing.
Ay, ay, ay. But I got some unofficial records that she will be on the water tomorrow.
Yeah.
I heard rumors about that. So Thierry is back again, 30 meters. The water got a little rough, but still good headwind for him, and he doesn't even need to pull hard to finish 30. Well done, Sotiris.
I think
he's
Sotiris.
done 2 passes, isn't that right?
He's done 2 passes. Sotiris, as far as I can see, out of all the people we've seen so far, has started skiing at the youngest. 5 years old he started.
Like me.
No, you also started at 5.
Ben
But
started at 2 and me at 4.
But I don't ski as well as Sotiris.
How much did I come in the...
Okay, here.
Who got the most points in the crossover?
You did.
Is it coming back at 11? Is that
Okay, Sotiris comes back at 12.
12 meters.
He's coming back at 11.
11? Okay,
Oh.
so we had the wrong information.
So now Sotiris coming back 11. He started on 13.
Come on, Sotiris, you can run.
What's his best in the
Threes
previous
to
round?
beat now on 11. There you go. 1,
Good on 1.
2.
He's got 3.
He's gonna get 3 for sure.
There we go. I think
And
we.
let's go for 4.
Where is it?
Oh. We will hear confirmation now. But you know, once you get to 11, it's quite a stretch to the boy from the bird.
So at 11.25, he misses 25 centimeters on every buoy.
Yes.
So the distance between the mast of the boat and the buoy is 11.5. So he needs to stretch to get the buoy there.
What is Sotiris' PB?
2.5 at 10.7.
Yeah. Here we have Robbie coming back now. Coming.
He just said as he lay in the water from so far.
Robbie skiing?
Yes.
Robbie is skiing at home here.
Do you think we're gonna get another to 10.75?
I have a good feeling that Robbie is going to clear 11. I think he might even clear 10.75.
Is Sotiris in the lead now? For the moment.
The boat is getting back to get Robbie.
I love this. Robbie's best advice is be aggressive from the start. It's true though, I like that.
It is, huh? And he said it's from Daniel Palomé.
Yeah. And he has a lot of major accomplishments here.
What's he? Give us some of them.
He is currently the European and African champ.
Whoa.
Yeah. He was the only South African to run 10.7 in competition in any age group. He has multiple South African champs and record.
And what's his PB in competition?
I think that's 0.102.
Probably half a buoy, don't you think?
I think half a buoy at 10.2.
So it means he ran 10.75 and he got into. That's very impressive. Let's look at Robbie Alexander from South Africa. Underwater now, starting at 14 meters.
My bet is that he'll probably take the lead after this one. But you never know.
Come on, Robbie.
14 is really just an easy warm-up for Robbie.
Yep. Whoops, came a little forward, but that's easy for him to recover. It looks like the perfect 14.
Easy. They make it all look so easy.
Good warm-up for Robbie Alexander. And his brother Ross driving the boat.
What do you want to see?
So they're shortening the rope. They take 1.25 meters off the rope, so that makes it more difficult. Less time to get to the buoy. The wind calmed down a little.
Here it kind of comes in gusts.
Yeah.
And it just comes like windy, then it calms for a bit, and it gusts again. But overall, the water's been fantastic today.
Yes, it was. We thought it came up a little, huh? But then it was gone again.
But do you think maybe the wind might not affect the water, but it might catch you skiing?
Yes. I mean, that's why I think Sotiris decided to start at 13, so he could do his 12 with headwind instead of with tailwind.
Yeah.
Bobby started the same.
13, right?
That looks easy for Bobby. Yep. So he's gonna go to 12 meters now.
I think for all the elites, it really starts getting challenging for them at 12.
Yeah, I think so.
Who is in the lead for the tournament?
I don't know.
And so Robbie is gonna come into 12 with a little tailwind, but I don't think that will be a problem for him. So previous round he cleared 11. Perfect style. You see how Robbie skis. Doesn't move through the wakes. Nice and easy. We ski with a beautiful skimatic on this beautiful site. And a big thank you already to the Alexanders for welcoming us here. Bella is part of the Alexanders. Let's focus on Robbie at 12. Come on, Robbie. We have a nice gate, a good
Nice
one.
A good 2. 3.
Nice and strong to the wakes.
I think Robbie's got it.
Yep. Well done, Robbie. Nice pass.
It's also not just thanks to us, but also to Gabriel here, our awesome IT guy.
Thank you, Gabriel.
He's made this
Shall we-
awesome setup for us.
Shall we turn the camera to Gabriel? And to all the judges and the officials. Debbie is sitting close to here, but let's look at the perfect pass of Robbie.
So
12 looks easy, huh?
And this pass now, the Robbie clear all boys.
And so he's gonna come back with a little headwind. Should be all okay.
Do you think
for Robbie?
he'll
I
get
think 11.
headwind might be nice.
Yeah, should be good, and then hopefully he can go deeper or even clear the 1075 like he did in
Well,
other competitions.
Hopefully next year Ross will also ski.
Yeah. Ross wants to ski next year, but just he has to get his leg checked out before he can ski again.
Well, let's hope for the best.
Here's Robbie at 11:25. In case the ladies Alexander want to see him skiing. Come on, Robbie.
Okay, we've got one.
Nice one. Two.
I think he's got it.
He's gonna get it. E5. Well done, Robbie. Yeah.
There we go, cleared 11 meters, coming back 10.7.
What's his best in the previous round?
2.
Robbie had
10.7.
Robbie had a standing ovation here.
Is he going now? Rope
Very
10-7?
good. So he's the only one that I have cleared 11, huh?
Yep.
So far.
Only one today.
So Robbie's got to get 3 now.
So now Robbie, no.
See, 2.
Let's aim higher, huh? Robbie can clear it, huh? Robbie, please clear it.
I also think he'll clear it.
I think
yeah.
if Robbie can get 4, he can clear the plus.
Yeah.
He looked really well. Even small mistakes he can recover at 11. That's
Yeah.
impressive.
But
Come
also
on,
now,
Robbie.
there's a bit of a tailwind, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Most of the skiers prefer headwind, but some like
tailwind.
So I don't know. Maybe we should ask Sunny.
Well, there goes Robbie.
Come on, there goes Robbie.
Here we
Come
go.
on, Robbie. Nice and strong. Okay, Robbie.
Okay.
0 to 1 looks good as always. 0
Oh.
to 1. Oh. Half good.
PT for Robbie. So got half a buoy,
There we go. Half a buoy, 10.7 meters.
but still very impressive.
Very
impressive result
So who will be
For,
Robbie now? So Tiris or Robbie?
for Robbie.
Robbie.
Go. And that means the winner of the elite division will probably be Robbie.
So let's look at where it went wrong. Looks like a very sharp turn. His shoulder came into the water. But congrats again to Robbie Alexander from South Africa for clearing 11.
Now, the next skier coming is Simon Fairbank. His last round, he got 3.5 at 12. And his best is 2.5 on 11 at 58. And then
That's a good PB.
And then now 5.5 on 11 at 55.
Is he our last?
No.
Elite here?
No, we have Simon, and then we have Kyron, and then Nick. It's quite nerve-wracking being in the elite and seeing someone run 11. Oh, that's quite interesting.
Can I help with the commentating?
Simon's
Oh, technically already.
Simon says that his other hobby is hydrofoiling.
Okay.
That's quite interesting.
My mum also does that.
I've never done it. Have you done it?
No, it's too hard.
I can also do it, but it's you fall for a really long time, and you can leave the rope and you can surf the wave for like forever.
So
Anyway, this is a skiing tournament of hydrofoiling.
Simon Fairbank from South Africa. Underdog.
It also says he's represented South Africa numerous times around the world. He's SA and All Africa champ once. His best advice is never give up and hold on.
Then maybe before. So Thierry, can we have some of your comments? So we'll just have Simon, but when Simon does his first pass, we'd like to have your impression for YouTube.
You see, his water skiing hero was Mike Hazel.
So we have Simon in the water, starting at 14. Should be a warm-up for Simon from South Africa.
I think we can just agree. 14 is just quick, easy
We
one.
haven't seen one, missing 14
No.
in the elite.
No.
Where on the leaderboard would you guess he is?
A little gust of wind for Simon, but shouldn't be a big problem.
But I think all these guys in elite train and wind
Yeah.
a lot.
The wind is your friend. It helps you. You just need to take it into account. Looks nice. Simon. And that is cleared.
If they can do the or
Let's have Sotiris now. Sotiris. While we have, we wait for the next skier.
Preparing, take.
It's Simon getting into the water. No, let's have when Simon is finished, because otherwise you're not on camera.
when is that me?
We'll have your impressions. No, I think you look strong. Skiers look strong and healthy.
How long until I'm gonna ski again?
Still a while, unfortunately,
At the
Ben.
end.
Yeah, still a while.
I will have to go soon because I'm in the next round, I think.
Yeah.
Will you find somebody else, or will you
I'm
do that
sure
by yourself?
I'm probably going to be fine by myself. Maybe Zane's coming now, so.
Yeah, I heard Zane.
Can you
Zane.
maybe take me to go-kart there when it's time?
When it's your turn?
Yes.
Yeah, I can.
So Zane being Robbie's and Sene's son,
But
he can commentate on water skiing. He doesn't ski because he hurt his back, he told me. Here's
Yeah.
Simon back at 13. Looks good for Simon. Well done, Simon.
And that's
And-
13.
Okay.
But unfortunately for Zane, he hurt something in his back as far as I know. He hasn't been able to ski since. He's had a lot of pain.
Yeah, he told me, yeah.
And he's been wanting so badly to ski again. But
It's a
he
pity, yeah.
can't.
Yeah. He said he was skiing really good.
He was.
People watching now?
He was clearing 16s and working on 14s as far as
Oh.
I remember.
How many people
Yeah.
have we got watching now?
You'll have to look on the YouTube.
Well done, Simon. Simon is gonna come back at 12. Nice pass. Simon ready in the water. What does he skis with? Is it the Nacho?
Yeah, I finished all of mine.
Let's look at Simon. Another South African on the water.
Coming now at 12. She does it.
Okay, a little forward.
Yeah. Oh no!
Simon.
Damn it. What would you say that was? 2.5. 2?
I think he will have 2 to 2.5. Let's listen to the jury.
As far as I heard, I think 1.5.
1.5.
At 12 meters.
Okay, so he let the rope go before the buoys, so he only gets one buoy. He came forward at 1. And
So it was 1.5 at 12. Yeah. Oh, okay, that's why I recognize.
And your boss is your boss is
Yeah, I'm better. So now we have Kyron from Namibia.
okay, Karen,
I watched Kyron ski in practice and it was very good.
I think I saw him also. He's strong, huh?
Very strong.
And then next to him we have Nick, another South African that skis in the elite. You see Simon swimming back, you don't see him.
His best ever is 3 to 11. But just getting to like 12 and 11 is such an accomplishment.
It is, huh?
And Kyron says here one of his major accomplishments is being able to beat Stuart on a daily basis. And he was Namibia champ and Open Men All-African champ.
So we have a Namibian, so we have a lot of, at least probably 6-7 nationalities here. In great Vineyard Lake, as you just saw on screen, as I proudly wear also, you don't see it now, but on my t-shirt, Bella the same, our Vineyard Lake.
T-shirts.
Need to go.
No problem.
I'll come back.
No problem. Kyron also starting at 14 meters here. Looking awesome. Like all the other elites, looking good. And Karen says here the other interest and hobbies he has is cycling and anything adventurous. So clearly he's a very outdoors person. And he started skiing when he was 8 years old. In practice, I watched Kyron ski his 12s and 13s, and they were looking very strong when I was there. So I think 13 shouldn't be a problem for him. Though I do not have his score from the first round. But it probably should be somewhere on 12. And here we have 12 meters. There's 2 going to 3. There's 4. Oh, that's 4. 5. And 6. That looked really great.
Well done.
Who's this? Kyron.
Okay, and Bella, I will have to leave you and the YouTube watchers to get ready for my ski.
No
Bella,
problem.
will I, if I see Zane around, will I ask him to come?
Yeah, ask him.
And thank you to all the viewers and all the skiers. And I'll see you on the water or later.
We'll be watching.
Keep well, Bella.
You too. We'll be watching you. Alright, here's Kyron coming for 12 meters. I assume that his score last round should be about on 12. But we will see if maybe he can break a PB today. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. Looks like the rope shot straight out of his hands. Nick Stegman didn't fill one in as far as I can see. Nick Stegman's the last skier, but I don't think he filled anything in. That was... So as the judges confirmed, that was 3.5 on 12 for Kyron.
Hey, can I join you?
Yeah, you're welcome to.
Are we done in that division now?
We just have Nick next segment.
Okay.
And then we go on to the pro.
And what did Kyron say on his bio? He
He
like,
said that what are your major waterskiing accomplishments being able to beat you on a regular basis?
oh, just for the record, I think he's half a boy behind me. Not too bad. Just put that out there. Thank you.
Your score for this round was?
Not good enough, 1.5 at 12.
Yeah.
But I did get a 4 as well.
Still on 12.
Still under 12, but I need to be down the 12 and back on an 11 to give these other guys a run for their money.
Yeah.
They're all very good
I
skiers.
think Robbie's giving everyone a run for their money.
He is, yeah, but I think he winds the course in. I think he kind of has one of those narrow courses when it's his go, they wind it in a meter and he makes it look easy.
Just quickly, just like pull it closer in a little bit.
Does this work?
No, this
click
one
on the
works.
button.
That one doesn't work during coaching.
So, Karen, come tell us, how strong is that tailwind out there?
It's pretty strong.
Come in here. Over here, stand this.
I can't sit down. Where?
Yeah, here, just crouch.
Just stand.
Just
Am I on camera as well?
You are, right
Yeah.
up there. Say hi, Mum.
Hi, Mum.
Yeah. So, all that money she's invested in you in this training and stuff, did
Wasn't
it pay
worth
off
it today.
Did it pay off?
Not today. Not today, but we've got another day.
I'm a bit intrigued. On your bio it said something about repeatedly beating me. I just thought for the record, you've got a half boy less than me. Is that
For
right?
today.
Is that right? Hey, well done. Good scheme.
Cool,
Strong
thank
tailwind.
you.
Cheers. So who we got out?
I was Nick, clearing
his opener.
14.
Okay. What speed is Nick skiing at?
I assume
1605? So that'll be 58.
yeah, I think so.
What speed was that?
58.
Yeah.
58.
Okay. So these skiers taking quite, it's easing up a little bit for them. But we did, Kyron especially had quite a strong gust. Now it's dropped a little bit.
Does he want something? We have Gus every now and then here.
Yep.
It's a common thing.
Do you know what Nick got in round 1?
No.
No, we have no buy. Worse, we can look on the WhatsApp and it will tell you.
And this is Nick's home lake, is it? Does he ski with you here?
As far as I know, I think the Stegmans do have a lake, but he does come and practice every now and then with us.
Okay. I can hear the boats. He's coming back in on this Nautique Carbon 6.2 litre. 13 metres. Nicely done. Big turn out of 5, early for 6. 1608. Good boat speed, so the time is good. He'll be coming back on 12 metres with a tailwind. What do you give him? What do you think? Is he going to run it?
I think he's going to run it.
You do? How many at
think so.
12? You think he's going to do 11?
I think maybe I'm going to give him maybe 3 on 11.
Good, okay. That's positive. So we know that he's
I
going
have
to be...
high hopes for Nick.
Yeah.
He's a really good skier.
Yeah, he looks it. I see he's on that D3 as well.
Yeah, they are.
Quite a few of you guys over here are skiing on the La Pointe. So I skied with Chris La Pointe how many? 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Fantastic. If you get a chance to go over to La Pointe ski in Orlando, downtown Orlando, he's got a fantastic lake there. You can get coached and he can set you up on the new ski. But at least half of the competitors here on the La Pointe, I think. This should be 12 metres for Nick coming back. Doesn't look up on the boat enough for me. That looks narrow. He's good, round 1. Oh, and he's down. Is he okay?
You okay?
Yeah, he's okay. Ski
He's
is okay.
alright.
So I think he's going to score 4.5. 4.5 on the 12.
Might be a bit wounded for that.
Which is, yeah, that wasn't bad. I didn't think he'd get that far. So we see on the replay what he did. Bella, what do you think? So he's good to 2, but look, he's behind on the boat there. So he's quite narrow. 3, he's having to pull long, no, not a lot of slack at 3. 4 is a big pull to 5, it all goes pear-shaped here. Tries to catch up and gets spat out. So hey, you got way further than me at 2 miles an hour faster than me, so respect.
So now we're starting the Pro Division.
Okay, people. So that ends the tournament division. We now move on to the final. It's not the final, is it? But the first skier from the Pro Division. Have we got a start list for the Pro Division?
Yeah, I don't have a file for Jason.
So I'm guessing Jason is young brother of
Nick.
Okay, yeah. And we've got a PB for him at 1:11. So he said he's done that some while ago. But he's a younger skier, right? Younger than brother.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like him on the dock. That looks like Big George on the dock.
That is Big George.
So are we missing Jason and Andrew, do you think?
Yeah.
Jason's having a test.
Yeah.
Coming later?
I know Jason's coming later.
Okay, so we've got Big George on the dock.
I think Andrew is judging, so he might have
Okay.
realised that
Okay.
he's next.
So Big G, fantastic skier, obviously over from Greece. He's got many titles to his name, and I saw him get a fair way down 13 metres just before Christmas at Drepani, where we were skiing. I think he lives near Drepani on the island of Poros, and yeah, he needs to get down this pass and the next pass for him to be happy, I think. He's okay. Skier's okay.
She's okay.
So he was looking nice and smooth up to that point. He just got pulled forward on his ski, I think. And okay, George.
George, he's okay.
No, be at start speed. 3 at start. Okay, that means who moves on next?
Lloyd Stocks.
What do you know about Lloyd? Hello?
I know Lloyd is a really strong skier.
He's a South African skis
Yeah.
skier?
He
Okay.
does ski here quite often.
We have a bike. What's his PB?
His PB in tournament is 1 on 12.
Okay. And what speed is he skiing with?
I think he goes to 55.
Okay. Right, well, let's see. Do we know what he got in the first round?
Not that I know of.
No. Okay. Okay. So a little bit for all the skiers back home that might be tuning in. We are at Vineyard Lake in Stellenbosch, which is about a 30-minute drive from Cape Town International Airport.
Just about.
Just about. The temperature here today is predicted to be 36 degrees, but we've got a nice breeze. It feels a little cooler, but it's certainly well above 30 degrees, and it's been like that for the week that I've been here. If you want to come out and ski, we look up either Bella or we look up Father Ross, who is a fantastic coach. You will be on a choice of, well, we've got 200s here for most skiers. Occasionally they bring out the carbon for the elite skiers. The water is super warm, no need for a wetsuit. The running is fantastic, plenty of parking. Is that rerun? Wildlife?
These ducks have been becoming very brave lately.
Yes.
Even
Yeah,
this morning, there was a rerun with Jonathan
Right.
because of a duck.
I was wondering whether I could catch one as I was going down my pass and get extra points. If you can run the pass with a duck under your arm, that would be pretty impressive.
I'm dead.
Sotiris, come and have a talk to the people back home.
Back home. This is global. This is all over the world, my friend.
Hello, hello.
Hello to everybody back home. What's happening at Japani? Have you got any competitions in 2023?
Of course, we're gonna have a competition the last weekend of May.
May, okay. And
Last
we can go on EMS and we can look up the thing.
Yeah, sure.
And we can get accommodation with you at Japani.
Of course, as usual.
Fantastic.
As always.
Yeah. And is there Europeans now in Greece this year? Was it next? It's a Worlds.
The Worlds are next year.
2024, right?
Yes, and Agrinio.
Yeah.
National team Lake.
Yeah.
Place training team.
And you're now the first young man in the older age category, so I won't get beaten by you repeatedly quite as much, which is good. But what do you think of this lake? It's fantastic, right?
It's very good.
Yeah.
Very good. It's perfect.
Perfect conditions.
Perfect.
Yeah. Good.
Man-made lake. Perfect.
Good. All right. Well, thank you, Satiris. George. Get George to come and talk to us.
Was it big?
I saw now that Andrew missed his 16 again.
You missed what?
He fell on his 16, coming back again. I think they gave.
Did he?
I think they gave.
He should have got a rerun from that end.
They might have not given him.
Just wait for me to wipe my tears and I'll be with you.
No, come on.
You want interview?
Yes, please.
Oh.
So Big G.
Yes.
I think somebody put a banana skin down on the lake there because you were looking so good. And no, you were. You were 1, 2, and really patient.
So one banana skin doesn't do it.
No.
I had evil eye. I had all these little funny gremlins on top of the. You didn't see it. It was darkening the sky.
Yeah.
Usually people have sunshine. I had the gremlins. Right. And they were there. They were. I pushed my hand. And I was pushing them away. And as I lost balance and I fell on the banana.
Yeah. See,
so that was the unfortunate process.
Unlike you, I'm not worried because I've seen you come back from these sort of scores to do a PB. I was in Japani last year where I think you missed an opener or two and you came back to wipe the floor with all the competition.
No, come on. It's not something I planned from the start, but it comes out like this.
Yeah, so we know you'll be back.
They think it's my sort of trick. I have everybody relaxed. Yes, we've got it in the pocket, and then I just have a comeback.
I think you're pacing yourself. You're having a nice day off, and tomorrow you're going to come back.
At some stage, at some games, Jan was commenting, and I've heard her saying, "This is not Big George. This is nothing Big George. I mean, this is Little George." So today I'm Little George. I'm hoping tomorrow I'm going to be Big George.
Okay, thank you, Big G. Who's on the water now?
Lloyd Stocks.
Oh, another swimmer on his opener. Okay, so that tailwind is catching a few skiers out today. It creeps up on you. I messed up on my third pass with that tailwind. Yeah, and I agree. Big G's saying the same. You know it's a bit windy, so you ski a bit defensive, a bit protective, and before you know it, you're swimming. And I think that's what I did. Yeah. If there was points for style, Big G, you would have won for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, on the breaststroke.
Usually.
Shoulder down there, pings the handle.
Was that 14 metre?
16. Was it 14?
4.5 at 14.
Okay. No, start speed. Start speed.
Start right.
Yeah. That was his opening pass.
Yes.
Yeah, first pass. So you only score if you run all 6. And then it goes back to start speed if you don't. Otherwise I'd go out at 9.75, throw myself around it and get one at 9.75.
And after Lloyd we should have Chris Thompson.
Chris, I know, he's not here today, I was told. Or is he here now? He wasn't here for the first round.
I saw that he wasn't here.
Yeah, whether he's here for second, I don't know, we'll find out. I think I was told he's coming back tomorrow. But he didn't know there was a competition. He came out for the wine and the tourism and the sightseeing, and you guys roped him into a competition, which is good.
That's what we like.
Good. Well, I've skied with Chris years ago. We met Chris and Charlotte in Orlando when we were skiing with Jodie Fisher, and he and his son was right over there. So it'd be good to see him. I know he's been out of competition for some time recently. But, yeah.
Looks like now Chris is not here, so we have Luke van der Hoofdstad. He's from Belgium.
Okay.
Chris should be here, because I mean, he did fill out the form.
Okay, that does look like a Chris to me, but I'm not sure. Can we check with the judges who's on the dot? Nat. Nat.
My glove broke.
Natalie, find out who's skiing.
Oh.
Is this Chris Thompson or is this Luke?
Luke.
You sure? Okay.
Chris, I assume, is here, because he did fill out the form.
So we think it's Luke.
Okay.
Luke van der Hoofdstad.
Okay.
Don't know what he's not on top of it. No, I don't know who he is. That's Luke.
Yeah, I don't know. Hold on to that.
Luke has been struggling lately, though, with his 14s.
Okay. Okay. So that was a 16 though? 16 opener? Safety down that with the tailwind. Does he ski with you here normally?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's one of our
Regulars.
regular skiers.
Yeah, good.
His daughters and his wife also come sometimes to ski.
Okay. You're
Yeah.
not in the competition today?
No.
Okay. So you can see that slack line there, but safely down 16 metres.
He lands at 4.
Yeah. You can feel that gust coming back again.
Yes, picking up. It's not too bad, but as Big G says, it gets in your head.
Yeah.
You know, you think, okay, it's going to push me, so I've got to be careful and not pull too long, and then before you know it, you're narrow.
And then you change.
Exactly, change your style. They say with a strong wind, you still work as hard, but you work in the right place, but in the boat. Okay, can hear the boat. Running a bit late. 2 more, he's round 5. Flick is ski round 6 and back through, and a yeehaw at the end. So by the sounds of it, Luke will be happy with that. 6 at 14, he's going to be taking his 13 with a tailwind. Do we know what he got in the first round?
He wasn't happy with his score. He was on the mic just now and he was saying that
He said he
hopes
wasn't
to get into 12s this time.
Good. Okay.
Luke in the first round.
But Luke has been working very hard lately on his skiing.
Okay. How long has he been skiing, do you know?
Not too sure. He started when he was 8 years old,
Okay.
as far as I know.
So he looks like 3 at 18.25.
Okay.
First round.
I don't think he went out. I think he went out on 16. So, no, that will be because he'll get start speed if he didn't run the other.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. He is coming back now on the 13-metre line, green. He needs to be up along the platform or the pylon. He's back a little bit there, a bit narrow.
I think he said he started skiing when he was about 5 or 8.
We'll have to see if he gets the 3 or the 2. I think he was inside 3. So he may finish with a score of 2 at 13. We'll see what the judges score is. 2 boys. 2 boys. So judges score 2 and 2. Final score for Luke van der Hoofdstad is 2 boys on the 13-metre line.
Do you want to write his score on there so we know round 2?
I think that was 14 though, because it looks like on the yellow line.
Really? Okay.
We can see when it comes.
Yeah, that was 14.
Okay. Okay. Then apologies to those people at home celebrating. You need to put that champagne back on ice just for now, because we've got the line length incorrect there. That was a 14 metre. 2 boys at 14. Still an improvement on his round 1 score.
I'm gonna go sleep.
But on your screen is now.
Aircon.
Yeah.
Have some dinner. Have some lunch.
Who is our next skier?
Cool. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Mariana. Want some in the back of my car? Do you want to have a rummage?
Oh yes, yes.
You can come and do this for Mariana.
No. You Bella's got it.
Right.
She's got it. She's a pro. Okay.
Cool. I'll see you tomorrow.
Excuse me. You need to start the car. Yeah, the side door is. Lean in the side door and pull.
Is it everything in that background?
Should be. And there's some down the side pockets of the car as well. Okay, so next up we have Mariana Conti, who is married to Sotiris. Now she's got lots of titles, hasn't she, Mariana?
Yeah.
I think she's a European titleist, certainly a Greek titleist.
Yep.
She was joking earlier that she's getting very upset that her children are now improving on her score, and that's even worse, and they wouldn't call themselves water skiers. So she'll be looking to get something at 12 I think she'd be happy with, but I know she's been struggling on 13 lately.
She says here her goal is to ski as good as her boys.
There you go, exactly. I think she's 16. Okay, 16.52. Okay, so Mariana coming in on 16 meters 52. 16 meters 52. It's a fair breeze up now, it's not too bad, but she'll notice it. Bit of a wobble there, a free ball. She's back in the game. Good recovery, 6 and gates, hopefully. Yeah, I think they'll score that as a 6, but you'll see on the replay, Bella, big wobble at 3. What did she do there? I think the wind caught her a little bit. She tried to turn the ski a bit tighter and got slack line. So one's okay. Something happens here. Yeah, brakes, buckles.
Yeah.
Has to get back into shape.
She recovered well.
She did recover very well. So Mariana and Sotiris run Drepani for any Europeans watching this or any internationals watching this back home. If you want to ski in fantastic conditions in Greece this summer, then head over to Drepani. I think you can look up drepani.com on Google. You can get accommodation, food, ski sets. If you're not a tournament skier, they have many boats and you can go wakeboard on some of the other parts of Poros that they have. So they can cater for everything down there. Really good. Coming back on 14.
Oh.
So she's pinged that handle at 5 on that. We'll have to see again on the replay. I know we got a shout from her at the start of that. I think she got buckled again maybe at 2. I didn't see that she wasn't happy at that start. One looks okay. She's a little bit out of shape at 3. She's having to work then at 4. 5, she turns with her shoulder and she's swimming. Okay. Well, like me, she won't be happy with her second round score. How did you do in your first round, Bella?
I didn't do too bad.
Okay, you're being modest.
I mean, I just
Was it a
started
PB?
running. No, it wasn't, but I've just started running the full course, so.
Go.
I'm enjoying it a lot.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well, I warn you, it gets addictive. So, whatever
heard.
score you get, it'll be, I've just started running the full course. Now I kind of want to always run the full course, and now I want to up the speed and shorten the line.
Yeah. I've heard that skiing gets addictive. I've heard.
And the good thing is it can't be beaten. Whatever you do, they just keep taking the line away, just with the speed, just as you think you've mastered something. They make it tougher. Who's next? Spiros.
Skiing's also a hard sport because it's kind of like you don't really get a warm up. It's kind of like just go and do.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's about choosing the right line length to go out on, and that trade-off between fatigue. If you pick too long a line and have too many passes by the time you get to the difficult pass, you're tired. Spiro's been here for a week, been training hard. Yeah, that wasn't the easiest opener. I don't think they'll be super happy with that. So he just got a bit of slack line again there, and then he's having to catch up. So he'll get a helping hand with the headwind now on his way back, but he needs to get better angle. If he comes back on the 13, he needs better angle, I think.
Skiing at the minute? Spiros. Spiridon.
Spiros, like myself, is over for the fantastic hospitality that they have on offer here in Cape Town. He's been out doing the wine tasting and the tours, and the skiing in these conditions is a real bonus. But like me, he was saying earlier, he's not super winter fit yet, summer fit yet.
Έλα, μπράβο, Σπυράκι. Έλα, Σπύρο. Μπράβο, Σπύρο, μπράβο.
I think the Greek support team are all very happy that he's down safely down that second pass, 14 meters. Do we know what Spiro got in round one?
I'm just checking.
I think he was a few at 13, wasn't he? So it's not an early pass, he's kind of late. You look at where he is on the buoy there. But didn't panic, let the ski come round. Okay, I think he should be coming back now on 13 meters, I think. On the green line we can see there.
14.
Still going. Okay. I'm sure that's an improvement. And the cheerleaders here are going wild. They're throwing their bikinis at him and everything. He's having a whale of a time out there. Superb.
Bye bye. Λοιπόν, το ίδιο και εσύ, Πώς θα πας κάτω? Ναι.
Judges score final score for Spiros on that with two boys on the 13 meter line, 55. Two boys, 13 meter, which I think was an improvement on round one. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have to leave and go get ready for my turn.
Okay, Bella, good luck.
Thanks. I will.
You'll kill it. Go on. Yeah.
So while we have a quiet moment, it would be nice to just say a few shout outs. One to Jane Peel, to say, Jane, you should be here commentating and skiing because you are missing some fantastic conditions that you knew you would, and I know you're partial to a glass or two of wine, so you would definitely love Stellenbosch. and of course Timothy James, who is the inventor and owner of Shorepath, who, if you were here, you'd be making sure this shore path was as best as it can be. There'd be no complaints. I think we've had no reruns. Ross is at the helm of that Nautique Carbon, and he's driving it straight as a die with the help of Shorepath. So, and I know there are some new inventions, some new modifications in the pipeline for Shorepath, which will include some sort of autopilot correction system whereby if the skier does try and pull the boat off its correct line, that we're hoping that Shorepath will have some mechanism that kind of straightens it up before it becomes a rerun. So I know that that's being worked on, and should make the sport even more consistent. Now look, that looks like Jan Johnson on the dock.
Yep.
So I'm going to need some help. I know that Jan is a fantastic title holder, and she is the world champion slalom skier in the 65 ladies category last year, 2022. She was saying earlier she's not feeling well at the moment, so we're not to expect too much from her, and she doesn't expect to break any of her records. She's been a bit unwell lately, but she's been persuaded to get out on the water and try and put on a show for us. So let's see what she's got. This is 16 metres. Jan Johnson.
Lovely skier.
So Jan's safely down her 16-metre opening pass. So Jan is the pin-up girl for South African water skiing. I know she won't mind me saying that. She's won more medals than I've had hot dinners, and she has a PB, I think, of something 5 at 12-metre line. 52, so she is a very, very accomplished skier, and as I say, she's been unwell lately, but we're hoping that she will do today's one round and another 2 rounds tomorrow. And I was speaking to Jan earlier. She's going on to Namibia. There is another competition next weekend for any skiers who can get themselves out to Namibia on the Von Bach Dam next weekend, and I believe Jan is helping with judging there. So she should be coming back now on 14 metres, 14.25 metres, the yellow line. She was out of shape, she's still going. That's superb skiing from Jan. Safely down that 14 metres. She probably should have been swimming a fair bit earlier, but looking at her bio here, where the question is what is the best skiing advice you ever received, and she applied it today with never give up. So she fought her way there, I think, out of 2 ball 3, the handle's in the water there, she's buckled over, gets stuck in, recomposes herself, and fantastic skiing from Jan. So she'll now be coming back with a not too heavy, but a fair headwind on 13 metres. Okay, Jan approaching the water with a bit of a wind's picked up now, quite a strong tailwind. 13 metres, bit of slack out of 1. 2's good, she's going to have to work now. 3, she's still going. 4, she's being pushed down that course. Across to 5, will she get 5 to 6? I don't know. I think she's inside 6 ball. We'll have to see how the judges score that. That looks to me from the screen as being a 5 boy count. Yeah, I know she'll be disappointed with that. She did really well to get that far. I think it all went a bit pear-shaped early on in that pass. We'll just see on the replay. 1, she gets a bit of slack over to 2. 3, again, that shoulder dips. She gets pulled back up. She has to work now. 4, another load of slack. And just squeaks 5. Not able to get that ski engaged before that Nautique takes up the line, and she's inside a 6 ball. Good skiing from Jen. So, is this our last skier in this category?
Bruno.
Is this the last skier?
Yeah, I think that is the last skier in that category. Yeah, have Bruno.
We have Bruno after this. No, I think we have Bruno.
Bruno,
Bruno's the last skier.
We'll know what tournament.
Yes.
We'll have what his score is first round.
Okay, so Bruno has got a bit of history to him here. He was the French national champion in 2019. He's been skiing since the age of 10, and his inspiration and skiing heroes are Bob and Chris Lapointe, which suggests, rightly or wrongly, and take my apologies, that he's probably an older skier, because I think Bob and Chris retired some time back. I was watching a video of those brothers back in the 90s, 80s and 90s, where they dominated the sport. And as I mentioned earlier, that many of the skiers you see here now are skiing on the Lapointe ski, which is inspired and designed by Chris Lapointe, and I believe Bob is involved with HO skis. So if you're on a syndicate, then I'm sure Bob has something to do with it. We're looking at a personal best here for Bruno of 1.5 at the 11-meter line. And in terms of the best advice he's ever been given for his slalom skiing, it's don't fight the boat, which is probably very good advice, because this particular boat is a Nautique carbon, super powerful, 6.2 litre, and you're not going to win basically. 420 odd horsepower versus little man on a fiberglass stick. I know where my money's on. So Bruno taking to the water now. Let's see what he's got. So Bruno's safely down his 16-meter. So I think no dramas there at all for Bruno. Okay, so Bruno, this is the first competitor we've seen has opted up. Okay, so Bruno has decided tactics that wind looked a little strong for him, so he's going to skip the 14-meter line and he's going to come back in on green, which is a 13-meter line. Skier is allowed to do that, but obviously his score will only count as a 14-meter pass if he doesn't run the pass. So if he ends up with 5 boys, for example, on the 13-meter, that will score as if it was 14. But he's doing this for tactics because he's hoping to take that 12-meter pass with a tailwind. So let's see what he's got. 13 meters. Yeah, made that look very easy. So Bruno Chezenzo of France is safely down 13 meters, having completely skipped the 14. He opted up, he went out on 16, opted up in to take his headwind at 13 and will now be a tail on 12. Unless he opts up again, which would be very brave. So Bruno, family watching back home, have to excuse my French, but the pronunciation, I guess, of the surname is Chanzeau. So Bruno Chanzeau of France. So conditions here at Vineyard Lake and Stellenbosch are absolutely superb today. The wind gets up a little bit in the afternoons, nothing at all that we can complain about. The air temperature is in the high 30s. Water temperature is like a bath, and the conditions are superb. Let's see Bruno, 12 meters. Oh, buckled over. Okay, I think he's just going to take the one boy score. Okay. So he probably made the right decision, tactics-wise, to opt up, because he knew that 12 meter with a tail was going to be a bit of a challenge. Just looked narrow, got broken over, didn't quite get the angle that he needed. I believe that concludes the tournament division. That does it? Okay, the pro division, beg your pardon, we're now moving to the tournament division, and on your screen you have the 12 skiers that will be skiing in this category.
Oh, I'll write in some of the things first before you, are they starting straight away or changing boat?
I don't know actually.
Boat change? Boat change now?
It looks as though there might be change.
Right.
Yeah, boat change. Quick break. What was Bruno's? Is it 1 at 11? 1 at 12. 1 at 10. That's the pros.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, you come sit. Come sit.
We're taking advantage.
Don't be silly. Don't be silly. I'll be happy if I ski better. But hey,
Are you on mic?
yes, I think so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Unless he switches it.
Would you like to say something? Mr. Alexander, how do you think the competition has gone so far? Are you pleased?
Very pleased, Stu. Thank you for all your help and your hard work.
You're very welcome.
The
It's a
conditions
delight
have been
to-
great.
Yeah.
There have been some good PBs, and I think the format's working. What do you think?
I think it's really good. I think the conditions are superb. I think you put on a fantastic event, so thank you from all the skiers for that, because that's really good. And I've been advising people back home, anyone who's thinking about coming out to Cape Town to hook up with Ross and come and get some training sets here on Vineyard Lake.
Thanks, Stu.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. And tell us about your second set today.
Do I have to? Online, all these people listening? I said it's so tough, I think, when you don't get a good score, or a score you're happy with on your first round. So it messes with your head, and in my case it's, right, come on, I need to run this pass, and I went way too hard into one, flew into one, fistful of slack out of one, and then it was kind of swimming after two. So I'm annoyed with myself, but that's the sport. We have 2 more rounds.
That's the beauty of it. You can do a nice reset tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
It's amazing how we put pressure on ourselves.
Exactly. You know, I can't blame the conditions, I can't blame the boat, the ski, the handle, anything. It's purely me as a case of, okay, it's competition, I know I need to do that, and if I can run it again, I'll be happy. But you can't, that's not the sport, right? So it's do it off the dot, don't mess it up.
So what do you do to try and calm your nerves generally?
I was saying that to Natalie about different techniques. I'm not good in that department, and my head does start messing around and start thinking about how badly it could go wrong and all the rest of it, rather than focusing on a few key pointers. And I think in the third round, I'm going to focus on keeping my shoulders level. That normally stops me pulling way too long, and we'll see how that goes.
Perfect.
What do you think about when you're out there cruising down 11?
I try not to think too much and just be in the moment and not worry about everybody else watching or your friends, and really just focus on the gate. If you're wide enough on the gate and you get a good start, the rest follows.
Yeah. So I think the gate was okay, but for me, I think there's an intensity aspect.
Yeah.
That when I'm calm, I stay still. I don't push against the boat. I absorb the pressure. I stay still, and I seem to have time. When the comp mode comes in and the nerves kick in, I start trying to fight the boat, and now I'm pushing, and the boat, every time it stops, the boat moves away, and now I've got to pull long to the next turn and throw another big turn and try and get back in the game. And it just doesn't work on short line stuff.
Yeah, and a lot of us do exactly that.
But not you, sir.
No.
Not today.
Yeah, breathing is always good too. I think on the ends, if you do a simple thing like holding your breath, I find that also helps.
Yeah.
You know, it just calms you down. Do 2 or 3 really deep breaths, reset, and because your timing has to be so perfect.
Sure.
So
I was giving a shout out for people thinking of going to Greece. When are you back in Greece now?
End of April.
End of April?
Yeah. So actually, April's a wonderful month in Greece.
Yeah.
I love April and May. The evenings are a little cool. You can wear a warm top.
Yeah.
It's mid-20s in the middle of the day, so it's great to ski. Weather conditions are good.
And Sotiris and Marianne are telling us that they've got a comp planned, I think, for May time.
Yeah, so they always have a competition the last weekend of May.
Okay.
And water conditions are generally very good that time of the year. It's not the August ones you have to contend with.
Sure.
And everybody's still motivated. It's the start of the European season. There's a lot of positive energy. And you closed the season actually with all of us.
It was great in
the
December.
Christmas Cup.
I was making the point, and I was explaining to people back home, if they're worried about not doing the competition side, there are plenty of these lakes you can come and train. And Japani is one of those where if your kids are into wakeboarding, they can provide for the wakeboarding. If you want accommodation nearby, the food is fantastic. You know, there are a lot of reasons to go to all of these ski resorts. And one of the things I've started to use is the EMS system. You can look up any of these competition sites, even if you're not a competition skier, and you can find out where they are and then go have a practice set.
That's a very good point, because if the family comes with you, there's a lot to do in Greece.
Yeah.
You're busy all the day, go sightseeing, go to the beaches, enjoy the island life. The same here in Stellenbosch.
Yeah.
You've got the beautiful wine farms.
Exactly.
Because let's face it, we all ski early in the morning and we've got the rest of the day off.
Yeah.
You don't want to be sitting out in the middle of nowhere for the rest of the day.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
No, that's true, Stu. That's true. So are you going to make May? You think you're going to get out to Greece?
I would love to. It's kind of busy season for us at home. We run an aqua park over in Oxford, so that gets a bit busy in summertime.
Tell us a bit about your site in Oxford.
Oxford. So we've got a 60 acre of water split into 3 lakes, divided by a causeway down the middle. 2 of those lakes have slalom courses on, running in parallel. And the coach there, the guy who runs that for us, is Steve Glanfield of Oxford Wakeboard and Ski Club. So if you were to Google owsc.co.uk, you'll find Steve. Steve runs both a carbon and a 200, couple of 200s. And also a few 196s with training bars for beginners and things. He runs a couple of competitions a year, including the Nationals. So we're hosting the Nationals now for the 3rd year running this year. End of August will be the British Nationals. Because we've got the 2 lakes, we're able to host the juniors together with the seniors, together with the military, and also the adaptive skiers.
Wonderful.
So it's a really good, inclusive event.
Sounds amazing.
All we don't have is Stellenbosch weather. You know? Last year actually did match Stellenbosch weather.
Really?
Bizarrely, we had 32 degrees and we put on the first ever night slalom.
Really?
Yeah. So we
And
floodlit.
that's a different world.
We floodlit the lake with big telescopic floodlights, and we got Freddie Winter out there, and Kyron came over and did a bit of a demo for us. And so we had a few pro skiers skiing in what to us was pitch black. All they had, we had these little neon lights to light up the slalom course, and they were wearing neon lights so we could see the skier. The rest of it, pitch black, bit of moonlight.
Have you skied at night before?
No, not on purpose.
It feels at least 10 kilometers faster.
Yes.
It is a scary thing to do.
Yes, yeah.
I'm one of those who's absolutely useless at skiing at night.
Yeah.
So Terry's is amazing. I mean, he can...
Yeah.
In fact, in the old days, Euroluck used to host a final at night.
Yeah.
So you would have the prelims during the day, final at night. That's no longer the case, as they're no longer hosting competitions, but that was a lot of fun as well.
No, it's good. It's definitely good. But yes, anybody wants to come over and ski with Steve, look up owsc.co.uk. There's a booking system on there. You can pay for your sets. He sells the sets in 15-minute chunks, so you can look up the day. And if you're on a time scale, which I often am with the family, you can book your 15-minute window, and he's pretty punctual on the dot.
Awesome.
So it looks like we're moving into the tournament division now, is that right?
Yep.
Who are our skiers on the tournament division?
There's the roller.
So a lot of these skiers were actually in the half course up until a year ago.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's why it's such an important part to bolt onto a ranking list tournament.
Yeah.
To give them a taste.
Sure. Yeah, and they've all done really well.
Yeah.
There's a few youngsters in here skiing from the age of 14, skiing from the age of 11.
And Spiro.
From the age of 10.
He did. Spiro?
Come take a seat.
Spiro. Spiro.
Okay, so our first skier up looks like Jonathan. Come take a seat, mate.
I have to take pictures of, I'm, an employee. I have to take pictures of Rosa.
Ah, yes, but this is going to be one minute.
So Jonathan started skiing at 14, and his inspiration growing up was Michael Schillander. So all I remember about Schillander was he was famous for this handle slap. I was always taught to stay tall in the turn and put your arm forward above shoulder level. This guy would deliberately slap the water with his ski handle on pretty much every turn, I think. Do you remember Schillander?
I don't actually, no.
Okay. If you
I'm
look
too
up,
young for that.
right. Yeah, that's true. That's true. If you look up Michael Schillander, he had a very unusual technique. He would make the turn, handle dunk, back on the handle and go, and he practiced that. So I guess it slowed down his getting back on the handle. Very unusual. So that's the inspiration for Jonathan. What else do we know? His personal best is 3 at 16 meters, and he also likes motorcycles and flying. I don't know what he flies, whether that's flying kites or
kites,
yeah, or flying in the wind. But here he comes. I'm guessing we got a start speed of 52, 18 meters.
18, huh?
Look at this. We've got a bit of wildlife on the pitch. I am a little concerned, Smell, so I don't know what you think. I mean, I thought South Africans were tough, but is that guy wearing a wetsuit? Is that, am I right? Has he got some wetsuit on?
For guys who ski with temperatures below zero, like you guys, breaking the ice before skiing.
Yeah. But this is like a bath, no? It's like a warm bath.
Sauna.
Yeah, or a sauna even. Sauna with the heat above the water, and if you're in the water, it's like a warm bath. No, I think it must be a rash vest. It can't be a wetsuit. It's not.
What is the water temperature now? Over 25.
It must be. Yeah. So.
He's next.
He's not finished yet, is he? Finished, is he? Do we know what speed that is? Coming back? The speed? 55 now.
55 now.
52. Okay, so line length stays the same. Skier comes back at a faster speed because he can't shorten the line until he hits his correct speed for his age category. But I haven't got an age for him.
He's in the 45 club.
Okay, so he'll be shortening at this line length. Yeah.
Well, anyone in Stellenbosch doesn't have
Okay, so we've lost a bit of screenshot there, but we're back.
Number one.
Oh! So I think he got too much wind in his wetsuit. I think that's what happened there, and he was swimming after poor boy. I think they'll score that at 3.5. Yeah, that's confirmed. Judges score 3.5 on the 18 metre at 55. So Spiro, what can you tell us about Stellenbosch?
Stellenbosch.
Yeah.
Well, apart from the name of being Dutch, which I didn't expect.
Right.
Well, the place is amazing.
Yeah.
The place is really beautiful.
You've been to the wine tasting?
We did actually a sort of a wine tasting. We went to a very nice restaurant where they serve you wine depending on what you order. They serve you different sort of wines.
Wow.
Well, 10 glasses of wine later,
yeah,
I was trying to get back to the hotel unsuccessfully.
Yeah,
but I did eventually.
Yeah.
Thing is that, well, for us, this is the first time to South Africa, and it has been quite a revelation. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
The people are very nice.
Yes.
And the temperature is amazing. I mean, it's
I
summer.
think the temperature is superb, and I've also found the value for money. I don't know what you paid for your 10 glasses of wine and a meal, but like you, we went out to dinner, and I looked at the bill, and okay, it's a big number because they've got a different currency, but comparing the rand, I'm thinking that can't be right. That's for one person.
For one person,
yeah,
exactly
that's
what
for
we
one
thought
person.
yesterday.
And this can't be right. Are you sure this is right? You look down the bill and it's kind of correct. So at the moment, South Africa is very good value for money for anybody from Europe, especially UK. I know we get 21 rand to our pound. And
21?
21 rand to the British pound, and you must get, I don't know how many.
Get 19.
19, still good
19.
to your euro. So yeah, really good. Okay.
Who's now?
Coming back.
Bella Alexander.
This is Bella, local. So Bella knows this site better than anybody. She goes up and down this lake quite often. But the wind has picked up a little bit, and Bella was saying she's not been skiing too much lately. So she's pleased to be in this division. Two more, she's round 5. Safely across the 6.
And that was what?
That was,
what
I'm guessing that's 18 meters at 40 something, 43 maybe? So yeah, did you go over to anything on Cape Town side?
We went to Cape Town, and then yesterday we went to Boulders where they have the penguins.
You went yesterday?
Yeah.
Did you not see me?
No, unfortunately,
I was there yesterday.
I only saw penguins actually.
Yeah, I was in a black and white suit. I was there
serving
with my with my wife. We paid money to walk through the first thing, and we saw all these penguins. Then we walked to the end of the beach, and you could swim, but we'd spent our money by then. But there were a few penguins in there. We walked back to, where did we go? Went to another beach, and this penguin swam up.
Exactly.
And it was incredible.
That's exactly what we did.
Yeah.
And it was amazing, taking pictures and amazing.
Oh, we missed you.
Nice.
Did you get stuck in that traffic on the way home?
On the way home.
Yeah. So we got there, I don't know, mid-morning, and it wasn't too bad at all. But coming back, the traffic, because the wind had blown, I think it blew the sand across the motorway.
The motorway.
So they're having to use one side of the motorway for 2 lots of traffic, and that was the only thing. But stunning scenery, beautiful coastal road.
Yes.
And penguins, of all things, wandering about the beach in downtown Boulders Beach. Yeah,
Boulders,
yeah. Yeah. That's good.
Okay, I can hear that Nautique coming back. This should be Bella's. Do we know the speed for Bella? No.
Anyone?
Okay. She's still going.
Faster than before. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're confident the speed is faster than the first part. Bella getting stuck in. Nice handle high. Quick back on the line. She's a bit twisted on her. Is she a left foot forward ski? I can't see her right foot. She's a little bit twisted 5 to 6 on that ski, but safely down it. Really good skiing.
I'm finally back to where I was. Yes. Maybe the next one is 46. Every competition I was in.
46 the next one.
Okay, that'll be 43 that she's just done. Okay. That was 46.
Good.
You think? And back at what?
Coming back 40.
Okay.
And then it's John Keegan.
Is that phone ringing?
No.
No, somebody's phone ringing. Okay. So
You've been here before, haven't you?
Last year, first
Last
time.
year.
Last year. Yeah. But I missed the competition because COVID
You
and
did?
stuff. Yeah, well, COVID was changing things, and then 1 minute it was happening, then we went another lockdown, it wasn't happening, and I booked my flights, so I was lucky to get out here in the middle of COVID. But the competition was like the weekend after I left, I think.
Kids are free.
It's 49, huh?
I mean, kind of slalom. Still, I can every morning between 8
Bella
and 9.
coming back.
I can.
Looks more
kind
comfortable
of
at this speed.
Yeah.
Ski performs better, a little bit out of shape. Oh! Yeah. So commentators kiss of death there. She was looking good at the start of that, but I think just leant back a little bit out of one and swimming at 2.5.
And the proud mother.
Yes. Who's next? We have John.
Don't think so. They have.
So I don't know much about John, but I know his inspiration is Andy Mappel, and that he started skiing around the age of 10, but only properly in the last few years. I believe in his first round he got 1.5 on the 18-meter line. His major water skiing accomplishments are he got up first time, which is okay, and he's also got 3 at 14 meters. That's pretty impressive. His personal best in the competition was 3 on the 16-meter line. So you'll see he's going to have to run this 18 a few times. He likes mountain biking, ball sports, all sports. And the advice he's given as a skier are to keep his hips forward.
Thank you.
He says doing it is another story. Yeah, we know that. Mine is don't pull too long. What do I do most of the time? Pull too long.
Chest up.
Yeah, chest up, arm forward, don't put the handle in the water. And all of these bits of information are flashing into your brain in the length it takes us to do the course. What, 16 seconds? You have 16 seconds to do the course and way too many things to think about. And just throw into the mix competition pressure, and then it's, yeah. Okay, I'm not sure how old John is. Do we know what speed John's starting at? Start? Okay.
That's why
When are you flying back? Monday?
From Monday from here I go to Namibia. We're doing a Safari in Namibia and the competition next weekend. So why not? Why not?
With a strong pound you can stay for
Exactly,
a month.
forever. Yeah. As I said earlier, we've got 2 children who are now grown up and travelling. One daughter, she's in Sydney, Australia at the moment. Hello Alana, if you're watching. And Jordan is in Thailand. So we are, mother and I, enjoying spending their inheritance and making sure that it's all gone by the time.
Nothing left.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll have a good time. So that's it. Why not?
Sorry kids.
Yeah. Sorry, but not really.
Not really. But again, the exchange rate is so good here. It'll take us a while to get through it. It will. We won't spend it all that quickly. It's good.
How come Dusko didn't come? How come Dusko didn't come along?
Dusko, I don't know why Dusko's not listening. I mean, he probably is. I should send him the link so he can tune in. But Dush Lukic, you should be out here. You know that, rather than sitting at home in the cold English weather. You know, you could have got on a plane. You could be here in 36-degree paradise. We're all missing you. And yeah, I don't know why he's not here. I think maybe the competition. The competition.
The competition. He was afraid again.
Yeah, exactly. Made him too scared to come out and be beaten by the Greeks again. So no, I know he loved Greece, and he did Chiaphos, I think.
Chiaphos, he did.
Chiaphos,
and
yeah.
Yannon, I think.
That's right. Yeah. And I think he's planning to do Chiaphos again. So
with the Pro-Am in
yeah.
July.
Yeah. Yeah. So you might see if you I might do. I'll try. Yeah, I've never skied Chiaphos, but
it's wonderful. It's very nice.
John Keegan.
I think this is
something different.
Yeah, I think this should be Rosa.
Rosa.
Next one. Yeah.
Well, you can commentate on Rosa.
Well, not really.
Do you know?
No, not really. But I have to take pictures. You see, I'm
go and take some pictures.
I'm dedicated photographer.
Before we do, what do we say quickly about Rosa?
Good luck.
Okay. Okay, Rosa, over again from Greece. She has a. She only started skiing 3 years ago. That's pretty impressive. Safely around one ball. Oh, he's had to work for that. Back through the gates. I think they'll score that as 6.
She did.
She did? 6?
Definitely.
Yeah, there you go. So her coach is saying that was definitely a 6?
No, not. I don't take no for an answer. It's definitely 6.
The judges agree with you?
Absolutely.
So she'll be coming back at 6. What is Rosa's best score in practice or in tournament?
Practice is 2 at 52 and competition 4 at 05 at 49.
Okay. So what did she get in the first round?
46.
Okay, this next line, is it 46 now?
This is next line.
Right, so she'll want to run this.
Definitely, she should.
Yeah.
Give me
quite a strong
moment.
tailwind. Go for it. Quite a strong tailwind. Rosa needs to stay connected with that handle.
Sir, how long have you got
This one wound.